Greetings, Tecmo Super Bowl fans. Today I am pleased to announce we have Old Dirty Tecmo, ODT, in the booth with me again. How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic, and I've got my 4-year-old here with me in case I screw up. She'll let me know.
Sideline reporter, keeping us honest. I love it. Today we're playing your friend, one of the co-organizers of the Kumite tournament, Luckytool. He's the number 7 seed in our tournament against a very good-looking player, Trojan1979. I heard he taps pretty fast, and he's got the New England Patriots, and Luckytool called this matchup. So, two tournament organizers going at it online, and this may have been the first time that they ever played each other since tournaments were being organized. We'll take a look at this here, but we're going to get right into the action.
Yeah, I know Luckytool especially well. Too well, unfortunately. We've come head-to-head online and live several times. He's a great player. You know, terrible personality, horrible guy. But I'm kidding. But great player. He is very balanced. He can run, he can pass, and his defense, trying to score against him, is like pulling teeth. So it'll be interesting to see how well the Patriots are able to move the ball on his defense.
Well, Fenner takes that one to the 15-yard line. Looks like Trojan's going with Ray Agnew here on defense. And 4-yard run there for Luckytool.
In this matchup, 4 yards is just fine.
Trojan gets caught up there, and James Jones is able to break a nice run off there to about the 43-yard line.
It's a really nice little cutback to find the gap in the offensive line.
Trojan switching to Tippett this time, and we have a run 3. And the drones slow him down initially, and still able to get 6 yards there. Apparently there's a sideline report coming in from ODT's daughter here.
Yes, it's a crucial public service announcement she had of Look Daddy, Look Daddy.
And remember, if a child hands you a toy phone, you answer that shit. All right, here we go. This is offset I, Warren bouncing it to the outside. Getting some good gains here on the ground is Luckytool.
One thing to remember that's important when you're the Patriots is usually you always want to lip it before you tip it.
I love it. Single back formation here. And Trojan must have heard you or went back in time because he just lipped it. And now coming back up. And Craig not too fast. It looks like Trojan has a tapping advantage. 2nd and 4 offset I. Back to Lippet. And this time pass 2 is called, and Tippett gets the sack. 3rd and 12 coming up here for Luckytool. In Storowski field goal range, hoping I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Throws it underneath, not much doing there, and incomplete pass, and right away to the field goal attempt here.
That's where Craig's passing speed will really bite you, is when you need to convert a first down or in the red zone. A little faster throw might have gotten that ball completed.
And Luckytool just a little high with the arrow there on the top hash mark and bounces off the upright. So Trojan dodging the early field goal and only 1 yard after the cutback. With this 31 running speed, maximum speed, just not really enough for these running backs to do a whole lot of dancing in the backfield.
Yeah, and the Seahawks have some speed on defense. They definitely don't have the int to compete with maybe the Cleveland Browns or something like that. But they've got some speed, so be careful of the inbound fumbles here.
And we have a called run 3 here, and 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2 now is 4th and 7. Trojan thinking about what he wants to do here, and wisely chooses the punt.
Very wisely.
Burning time off here, and maybe just a little bit light on the meter here. Luckytool.
Nothing wrong with that, though, because you might cause a fumble and return it.
Luckytool gets out of bounds, doesn't want to leave that to chance. Pro set formation. Agnew again on defense. And nice blocker help there from Luckytool using his blockers
really
wisely.
Nice job by Agnew there, avoiding the blockers, but just couldn't make it work to shut him down.
Looks like Warren's in good condition. A little background music for everyone.
Little Minecraft.
Because nothing says I love Tecmo more than Minecraft music. I hear it in my household quite a lot. We appreciate everyone's tolerance for our production value here at GBLAN. And Ward up to the gut for 7.
I'd expect a heavy dose of run out of Luckytool here while he tries to burn some clock.
Looks like pass 3 is the call here. Throws underneath to Warren, who's stationary. Nice completion and moves the chains first down for Luckytool.
Oh my god!
And kind of a weird sequence there. Agnew runs directly through the blockers, doesn't make contact, and actually touches the quarterback, and he's on the defensive line. So Trojan takes a moment and apologizes to Luckytool after that one, because that came off like a lurch, and that was not the intent.
Okay.
And this will be something that maybe you can clarify as this game continues, and we'll wait for a pause to do it, but it has to do with the lurching rules. Agnew comes through the middle a number of times and engages a blocker that is not the ball carrier, but is also not an offensive lineman, and there's some debate as far as what is permissible, because one part of the wording says player and one part of the wording says offensive lineman, depending on which rule book you're reading. But we have 4th and 2 now coming up.
Yeah, it gets a little hazy. I usually just either try to bump another lineman or come straight in for a grapple, or go just outside the pocket that the lineman set. However, on shotgun plays, I think a lot of us just forget about it because we're so, it's just been ingrained in us not to lurch. But on shotgun plays, it's okay to kind of take like a Reggie White who's at DL3 and go up around the DL2 and go straight in towards the quarterback.
No, as I read it, I think the rules were modified, shotgun plays, that it was permissible to do that, and nice decision to throw it underneath the wide receiver.
Craig is really letting him down, my goodness.
Yeah, he's dropped some balls there, and we see there's a situation where I did make contact with an offensive lineman and then come through. But again, Agnew was able to get in the backfield, cause some damage, and now Tippett and can't quite get there underneath and gets another first down. So Luckytool just milking the clock.
Yeah, for those maybe not as familiar, I love the offset playbook. I'm an offset fanboy. But against an LB1, it can be shut down. As far as the max speeds go, I believe Tippett is a 44. And he's just too slow to make that work. So if you're ever setting up your playbook against somebody like Pat Swilling, who's 50 max speed, I forget his rushing power, or better, you might want to think twice, because they can get in the backfield like that and even pin you down for a loss or just gains of 1 or 2 yards, which won't really get it done in Tecmo. Well,
nice job there, Luckytool milking clock, sitting on the 1, waiting for a defender to come challenge him. And fumble here, but Trojan gets some help from the Tecmo gods and picks it up. And Fryer not able to quite break away, but now has some breathing room, and might be an opportunity for a field goal if he can get into range here, or some bombs down to Marv Cook.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Try to get into range. Maybe take a bomb if you've got time.
Called play here on first down, single back formation. And no doubt what should be happening here as far as where the ball's going. And can't get it away in time to Jacob Green locks him down.
Green's one of the best yells in the game.
I think Jacob Green was featured on Good Player, Bad Team from Keith is Good.
That makes a lot of sense.
And up to Marv Cook, the prayer.
It's a little high.
And it's good for the touchdown. So Trojan getting outplayed in the first half, and doesn't seem to matter here.
That was well timed. Was Marv cooking good?
We'll have to go back and take a look there. I'm sure I'll check conditions in the third. Can't quite remember. I think he was.
I said close the door. Close the door.
And a little celebration music there from the sideline reporter. And now Trojan get the ball back to start the half. So, just being down 7-0 now, being tied with possession here. Definitely a different outlook, and out near the 15-yard line.
You gotta say, for this matchup, only seeing
it
one
looks like Cook's in good.
It's pretty impressive. I would have been chucking quite a bit more, which might be why you beat me in this matchup.
So Adams isn't good, and Tutupu is an average, and looks like we've got Dykes and Cook in good. And, I'm not the fastest change screen guy in the world. So I really think about it, what do I want where? And here we go. So looks like he's going with Glasgow here on defense. Throw it underneath to Marv. Try to break free there. It's not fast enough to quite a little break free from the pack. So he called run here. Gonna throw up to Hartley here.
Not sure if I'm crazy about the angle. I think maybe you were 5 yards a little too low on that.
Right on.
Or Trojan, whoever this guy is.
Yeah, I don't know. If you haven't figured out who I am and who's played player 2, you might want to rethink your strategy, I guess. But now we're looking at 3rd and 1 here. Go to a pass. And it looks like he called run again and got some pressure underneath.
He's a little worried about your run.
Yeah, that George Adams is going to run away with it. Can't quite get it away. I may have just decided to eat it there. Not really trusting my quarterback to deliver timely throws down underneath there with Jacob Green in coverage.
Tie game near field goal range. I think you made the right choice.
And 3rd and 15 here, and my thought is I need to get close enough to make this 4th down manageable and go with run 3.
Personally, in that situation, oh, nice. Look at that.
Yeah, I get a little help there from the old blockers. Where the defender grappled can't make the tackle, and one time a tap comes really mattered in this game was right there.
Yeah, I'm going to eat my words, but typically on a 4th and that long, I like to run to the ball or get the ball to the top because I really like to kick from the top hash. I believe in my heart you get a little bit more wiggle room from the top than the bottom. I could be crazy, but that's what I usually go with. So anybody playing me, if it's, 3rd and long.
Call 1-1. Up an A.
Call whatever run's going to the top.
Well, I'm able to take the lead here, and if I can get a stop here, I feel pretty good about the situation. Jones and Warren in the backfield. I'm sure it looks like we have a single back formation here. Decent coverage here. And he's not moving too fast. I think he's in bad, if I remember correctly, 2nd and 7.
Oh, which puts him at 19 passing speed. So you're going to see probably a lot of run. I said that before. It didn't come true, though.
And we've got 5 yards on first down pro set here. Decides to try to scoot ahead. The drones gobble them up quickly. And
yeah, they got there fast. Agnew might be in good. Sometimes that's a little something you can look out for. If you see a drone of yours make a huge play like that they don't normally make, it might be something that you could try to man for one play and see how he feels. I'll also do that on extra points. I'll grab onto one of the guys that I like to use and see how fast they're moving around on the extra point. That is
just
if I
out of the reach of hands of Chadwick there. It could have been a touchdown for Luckytool. Most certainly would have avoided that drone there if you caught that one. Fumble here, and looks like Andre Tippett takes over. So looking real good here for Trojan. Fourth quarter.
It is. I can't imagine how the Patriots lose this one. They're going to walk away with this one, especially as terrible as Luckytool is. Should be no problem, right?
Yeah, I think if Trojan were to somehow lose this one, then he should quit playing online Tecmo altogether and stop all of his commentaries.
No, maybe quit playing, but still needs to host. Oh my goodness.
And Marv getting it done.
This game's in the bag.
Luckytool should uninstall Broodtopia.
Yeah, he's getting some bad rolls. Those are really well timed, though. I mean, you're jumping up for those right at the line of the end zone, which seems to be the sweet spot for those JJs. So nice job.
Thanks. I've had some success with that, but trying to get better at all facets. Defensively is really where I struggle the most.
Yeah, it's definitely not a play style that is respected, but you got to know how to do it if you're going to win in Tecmo. I mean, nobody's going to fault anyone for taking their shots. So well done.
Tommy Kane going up to the top here, and I try to maneuver my guy behind just enough, and I land in the right place. And that's the challenge that you get with some of these is just being in the right spot. Otherwise, you get behind the guy and the ball gets overthrown.
Oh, here it comes. Again, nobody's going to fault him. Has to.
And this is the kind of stuff that makes people break their monitors. Tommy Kane with a full strike.
Was that in stride?
It was in stride.
Oh my goodness. How?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just wind a minute 46 off the clock. It's no big deal, right?
You know, look, he's firing up the Game Genie again, isn't he?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's probably some karma for that accidental lurch on that play action pass.
The Tecmo gods have frowned. That's all right. A couple decent conservative plays here. You're in field goal range. Put this away.
Single back formation. Kennedy just gets the drone help in time there. Could not get away.
Get out of bounds. Gotta get out of bounds.
That was a first down there if I just decided to run it, and I thought he can't come up, and I thought I could take that over the top.
Oh.
Fumble out of bounds, and now I've got fourth down, and I think it's out of field goal range here.
It's good. Kill as much clock as you can.
And punt it too far here. 10 seconds left.
Oh, nice call.
And 3 seconds left here, so we know what's coming.
Absolutely. Pass 3?
I think probably pass 2 is coming. I think I called pass 1 again. My concern was the drones being positionally not even in the play, because that's what happens on play action. And he went with pass 2, looks like. Dancing around. I decided not to rush him.
No other quarterback could throw the ball high enough to get this down there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is me hating life right now. Jeff Chadwick, in good condition, pulls that down in the back of the end zone. I mean, it looked like he was, just running straight, like that should have gone out of the bag, kind of.
See what a terrible guy I said Lucky is?
Lucky, you put the luck in Lucky. That's. But, and then we have the overtime. He's getting the ball back. It certainly seems to be raining poo on Trojan.
You're right. It is lurch karma.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's what I get. I'm the tournament organizer. I should know better.
Hey, that's a nice tackle there. Couldn't have asked for more.
I totally got him.
Yep, you got him.
And I get sucked up. My drones were in perfect position there.
Well, I like to use the DB there. One thing that I do is whether the offense is on the top hash or the bottom hash, I'll use that to determine which DB I use. And in this case, Hurst at DB1 is pretty good. He's pretty quick. Maybe a better option there. Perhaps. It's hard to say. And that only being, just so it's clear, because the Seahawks were on the top side of the hash.
So he's moving the chains here like he likes to do. Already over a minute shoot up here in the overtime period. For those of you that don't know, if the time expires, we just start a new game up. And
here comes a JJ.
There it is, over the top diving grab. He's in field goal range with one play. I think that was Tommy Kane there with the grab. And now Tippett, anticipating finally get in a situation where I get behind the blocking, just time that right.
Mm-hmm. If anybody wants to know how to do that timer, you just come up top just like Craig did and wait for that arrow. And the moment it starts to dig, when they basically start that little, I don't know if you want to call it a post at the end of that route there, that's when you want to throw. And it's pretty successful. I go to it sometimes when I don't have the Z shotgun in and I'm in desperation mode.
Looks like we're looking at pass 3 again. And I'm able to clog up the path there for the runner, but still able to get 5 yards on the play. Drones just couldn't clean up for me. He's just getting to the top hash, like you mentioned.
Run 2, I bet, yeah. Nope.
Probably run 4. Oh, pass 2, and then we go.
Oh, wow.
Just out the outstretched arms. He went to that burn route, and now this is the game. And doesn't even give me a chance to try to get pressure. I get blocked anyway, and Luckytool takes that. So this was nice of you all to join us here. This will be the last broadcast you see from Trojan1979.
It's retire time.
Oh, God. Well, at the very least, I got to honor my, now that actually technically at this stage in the tournament I have to play someone else just for the integrity of the game and the tournament itself, and I got to call the rest of those games. But oh man, this was a heartbreaker to lose, and I did everything to help him win it, but congrats to him. He made the plays when he had to have them. You can call it garbage, you can call it luck, but it's a part of the game, and everyone's got that Aaron Rodgers last moment heave opportunity, and you do it enough times, it looks a lot less like luck and a lot more like skill. And Luckytool, defending champion of the Kumite, takes this one 24-21.
Who did he beat again in the finals of that?
I think that might be someone in this broadcast booth.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was. So just like that and just like now, nobody likes to see Luckytool win. Nobody.
So Lucky Tool will now be renamed to Garbage Tool, or Lucky Garbage, whatever you prefer. We'll put that. Let me know what you like better, Lucky Garbage or Garbage Tool. So,
class act.
No, we love him. We love him.
We do.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So, for our sideline reporter for ODT, this is Trojan signing out. We'll catch you next time on GBLAN Online Tecmo.